guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is my first makeup tutorial that is not Halloween related. So I was really excited to start filming like regular makeup tutorials again. I do love doing Halloween tutorials because that's like where I can get the most creative. But I'm not gonna lie, October is a very overwhelming month because I just like feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions because I have so many ideas and there's only so much time that I can take to film and edit and everything like that. So I love doing Halloween makeup tutorials, but I'm glad that I could just do regular makeup tutorials and sit down and talk and stuff like that. So with that being said, this makeup tutorial is more for if you want to make your eyes look bright. It is actually, the sun just went down, so the lighting is not good anymore, but at the beginning of the video you'll be able to see that this look really just makes your eyes look bright and fresh, and I did pair it with more of a darker nude lip just to follow the fall trends and everything like that. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! So I am going in with these three foundations, and I know that sounds excessive and over the top, but these three create my perfect foundation. If I could create a foundation, the consistency and the finish and everything would be a mixture of these three. It's the Makeup Forever HD foundation, L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and the Bare Minerals Bare Skin foundation. And the reason why I'm mixing those three is because I like the coverage of the HD foundation, but it's a little bit too much of like a matte finish for me, even though it's not really a matte finish, but because my skin is so dry, it's just too drying on my skin. So then that's why I mixed it with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin foundation that has a brightening serum in it, so I really like how that looks on my skin. And then the L'Oreal foundation, it's just really easy to blend, so that's why I mix a little bit of that, and those three also create my perfect color. So yeah, I mean, when you're like so into makeup, I just feel like you can't just use one product because you just want to create your own. Anyway, that was a long spiel, but I know that people are going to wonder why I'm mixing three foundations. And then for concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer and just highlighting as normal and using my beauty blender as well, just like with the foundation. I like using the beauty blender because I feel like it melts it into your skin instead of just making it sit on top. And then after I blend in all my concealer, I am just setting all of it with the banana shade and the vanilla shade. I'm kind of comparing it to the Anastasia ones, but that's not what it's called. That's just, I don't remember the name. But anyway, I am just setting that with those powders. And again, I'm mixing those two because I like that the yellow one cancels out the dark circles, and then I like the brightening effect of the kind of vanilla shade one. So once again, I know it's a little excessive to mix everything, but that's just how I create my perfect shades, and I always do that just because I like to kind of just cocktail my own things. And then I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I did this off camera because this literally takes forever, and then this is me being weird and making motions with my eyebrows. But anyway, and then I just set it with the Anastasia brow gel. And then I'm contouring. Since I look dead right now, I am just bringing the color back to my face with this Makeup Forever bronzer. And I'm just contouring as normal. This is the Real Techniques contour brush. It's kind of similar to the NARS Ita brush, but I didn't like it, so I went back in with the Makeup Geek angled contour brush. So, yeah. And then I'm just going to contour my forehead as I normally do. Just keep in mind that the areas that you put the dark is where it's going to make things look smaller, and the areas that you put the lighter shades is where it's just going to make it brighter and highlight. So then for blush, I'm using Milani's Baked Blush in the color Luminoso. This is my absolute favorite blush for the fall time. I don't think I have used any other blush this whole entire month other than this one. And then for highlight, I'm using Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. This is a really subtle highlight, but I really do like it because I think the light just reflects off of it really nicely. And yeah, I'm just kind of moving my face just so you can kind of see the highlight a little bit, because sometimes when I look forward, you can't really see. That's why I like this one, because you can really only tell when the light catches it. Then moving on to the eyes, I'm using the Tartelette palette, and this is Force of Nature. I'm just buffing this all over my crease as my transition shade. And this shade is super similar to Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. It's just a little bit more beige. And the camera's picking it up as a little bit more cool tone. It's not really that much of a cool tone. I do see some warm, but it's more of a neutral. It's honestly almost exactly like Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. I have had this palette for about a month, and I've already hit pan on this shade almost because I just love it so much. And then I am going in with the color Wanderer, and it's just a little bit darker than Force of Nature. And I'm just focusing this on the outer part of my crease. Just kind of doing the same thing, just layering the colors a little bit for some more dimension. And then going in with the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, I'm taking this cranberry type shimmery shade, and I'm using this as my lid color. You can go in with any lid color with this look as long as you only put it on the outer half of the lid. So I'm kind of focusing it on the middle and the outer half, but I'm keeping the inner part blank. And then back to the Tartelette palette, I'm mixing these two shades called Multitasker and Bombshell. Multitasker is a little bit of like a chocolate brown color, and then Bombshell is still a brown, but it has a lot more purple undertones in it. And I'm just mixing those two and putting it on the outer half of my lid and kind of blending it up in the crease a little bit. And this just creates a little bit more dimension, but you don't want to bring this up too high in the crease because we really want to focus on making this look bright, just to make sure that it's keeping the eyes big instead of closing them off. And then I'm going in with the shade Supermom. It's just a really white matte shade, and I'm putting this in the inner corner of my eye and wrapping it around onto the inner corner of the bottom lid as well, just because that's how it's going to make your eyes look the widest, and it's just going to brighten everything up. And I like this look because the outer corner still screams fall because it's like dark and smoky, but the whole inner corner is bright. And then on the lower lash line, I'm taking the shade Dreamer, and I'm putting it on the lower lash line with a more dense crease brush, just because I want to smoke it out a little bit, but I'm not bringing it in all the way to the inner corner because, again, we want to keep that nice and bright. And then I'm just going in with a more flat definer brush and kind of buffing it out a little bit just to make it a little bit more smoky. Then taking that Gilded Honey highlighter one more time, I am putting that in the inner corner and on my brow bone. And then for eyeliner, I'm using Makeup Geek's gel eyeliner, and I am just putting it on the outer half of my lid and kind of blending it in just so it doesn't look like you're putting it on the lower half or the outer half of the lid. But that's just going to make sure that the eyes aren't closed off, and then here you can see the difference that it makes in the lash line. It just looks a little bit more defined. Then I just put on some false lashes. This is the Salon Perfect 615s, and I really like these because they're really wispy, so it doesn't close your eyes off either. And then for lips, I'm using Kat Von D's Lolita, and I like a lip color like this for fall. That's kind of why I incorporated this in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next makeup tutorial. Bye!